Dougie, congratulations. A year extension, you must be wrapped.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, no, it's great. It's good show of faith from the footy club, and I feel my form this year is deserving of another year. So it's a good result for myself and the club.
And obviously, at probably the later stage of your career, it's year on year. But beyond next year, if the body's still holding up, do you feel like you can even go beyond that?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't see any reason why not. Obviously, we've got some players that have played to their mid-30s. You look at Burgoyne this week, chalking up 350, and he's still moving around nicely. Not saying I'm in the ilk of Sean, but yeah, I still feel good. Body feels really good, and we get managed really well at the footy club. So for me, it's as you said, year by year sort of thing. But as long as I'm on the track, training and preparing well and keep my speed, I don't see any reason why I can't go around again. But obviously, form permitting is number one.
You mentioned form. Have you found any contributions this year compared to years gone by?
Yeah, no, it's been solid. I feel I've been consistent. Been able to hit the scoreboard, which is nice. I probably trained a fair bit through the back line in pre-season, anticipating the play across there, but hasn't panned out that way. It's been pinch hitting through the midfield and forward, so I've enjoyed it. Obviously been a challenging year in some certain ways, but I feel I've been able to play and keep a good level up, which has been pleasing individually.
Are you happy to do that now these days, to play a number of roles?
Yeah, no, I feel throughout my career I've probably done that, to be fair, for most of my career. It's I quite enjoy it, to be honest. Even on the weekend in the last quarter I played down back. But yeah, I enjoy being that high half forward, getting up the ground and trying to lose your defender on the way back. So it's good. The game's ever evolving, so your role always changes from even week to week sometimes, but certainly from year to year. So it's a continual learning process, and trying to keep adding strings to my bow and become a better footballer. So that's how I've looked at it this year.
Football point of view, what's been spoken about this week after a couple of flattening losses?
For us, it's probably about controlling what we can control. So bringing that four-quarter consistency of effort and intent. Thought we had some good patches. I thought the second quarter on the weekend played some really strong footy. As good a footy as we've probably played this year. And then the first and third quarters were really poor. So we need to address that and making sure we're at the level. We talk about our fundamentals for 4 quarters, and I think if we do that, we'll beat most sides.
Has the group needed reassuring from coaches? Say, look at this second quarter, we are still up to it, or is it belief?
No, I think the belief's still there. Yeah, we know our best footy is more than capable, regardless of personnel. We're not ones to be making excuses for missing some quality players. We understand who we've got on the side, but each individual that comes in knows their role perfectly, and we expect them to execute and bring that effort over 4 quarters. And if we do that to a level we expect, we'll get results, and that's what we expect come Saturday night.
Great that you've re-signed Richie now. You've just got to nudge a few of your teammates and say, come on, I've signed. Time for you to do the same. Yeah,
no, I think they're asking a little bit more than 1 year, so hopefully they get that. But yeah, no, hopefully get through the bye and get those guys back from injury, and that probably makes their decision a little bit clearer. So looking forward to how that unfolds in the back half of the year, certainly.
What do you make of, you've just obviously dealt with the Crows and coming up with a new contract. What do you make of the dealing between the Crows and the players? Obviously, has bits been spoken about. Some reports say they do this with player X and this with player Y. Have you dealt with the Crows in a management sense?
Yeah, and that's been really open and honest and transparency, which you'd expect with yourself, your player manager and the footy club. So from my point of view, they've been really honest up front with where I sit. So that's made the decision a lot easier. I'm probably a little bit different than some other guys. I'm 31, so for me, my options are a little bit thinner than others. But the way they go about it, Justin, Brett, Don, and the footy department, it's with a lot of respect, and obviously have players' best interest at heart, and obviously trying to look after themselves and the footy club too. But there's also trying to look after the individual and get the best result for both parties.
Given how you've had such a nice, as you said, negotiating phase, is it strange to you when you see or read reports that they haven't been as nice with other players on your team?
Yeah, it's interesting to read. Yeah, I don't read too much into it, but you certainly hear about it, and it's it's obviously a bit of crap, really. We know what's happened at the footy club, and all parties are comfortable with that, so it's just outside noise for us.
You've been around obviously a while, Richard. You've been through some ups and downs when the club is going through a difficult period like this. How do you find the team bonds together, and have you been able to block out that, I guess, external noise this week?
Yeah, it's obviously a challenge. Yeah, each year it seems the noise tends to get a bit louder and louder, doesn't it, with so many journalists and social media and all that out there. But for us, it's all about staying tight-knit as a group. You know, when you're faced with adversity, it tends to bring out the best in you, and we need to stick together. We've got some really good quality people in the footy club. But as I said, it's about sticking together, getting through it together. And you know, hopefully a win's just around the corner for us, and certainly a lot to be achieved this year. We certainly haven't given up on the year. We're really excited about this week's challenge and getting to the bye and resetting and going again for the back half of the year, because we still feel at our best footy, we're as good as anyone.
Well, guys,
What's the key to play with Hawthorn? You've played them a few times, and they've got a different style. They try to keep you from touching the ball, basically.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, you're right. No, they tend to defend with the football, so they're really methodical in the way they move the ball forward by foot. Obviously got some really good users of the ball across half-back, so they're not afraid to just chip through you, and once they get probably forward of centre, kick it to Ruffy, Gunston and these types. So quite unique in the way they do play, but for us it's a really good challenge. Their contest numbers probably aren't outstanding, which would maybe be surprising, but they do rely on their skills and the big size of the MCG to chip through you, make you defend and tie you out that way. So good challenge for us this week.
You're sick of hearing about collective minds and negative things about collective minds
Yep.
from the outside?
Pretty much, yeah. You sick of talking about it?
Why do you think that it's been brought up again?
It's you guys like talking about it. We don't. We've moved on as a footy club. We had the camp. It was really positive experience for most guys. There were a few little issues that come out of the camp. We dealt with it and we've moved on. They're still part of our footy program. We'll continue to work with that and get the rewards from it. So I'm not sure what the issue is.
Those issues haven't been mentioned in the group since then, really. Everyone's put them to the side, have they?
Yeah, we've moved on.
A lot of talk about teams outside the 8, can they force their way in the second half of the year? But the group is still confident that finals are on the agenda.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, as long as we can still play finals, and we're 6-6 at the moment. Obviously, not where we'd want to be. If we had flip a couple of those close results around, we'd probably be 8-4 in a really good position. But for us, we want to win this week. Obviously, we need to get some momentum back. Drop 3 in a row, which has been disappointing. But if we can get to the bye 7-6, relaunch, get a couple of players back, I think it'll hold us in really good position for the back half of the year. But that belief in the group certainly still there that we can play finals and really challenge and get to where we want to get to.
You reckon you're any chance for Lady or Lynch at all this week?
They did a little bit of training, probably more unlikely than likely, but that's probably a call for the coaches, and want to be 2 days out, so I'll need a few things to go right, but yeah, that'd be still a chance.